everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my first Halloween tutorial and I was dying to do Cleopatra for like quite some time. I will admit that it was kind of difficult trying to figure out what to do with the eye makeup just because she did hers so differently. She wore blue all the way to like her brow, connected the wing out all the way literally to like the end of her brow. It was just so different, so it took a while to figure out exactly what I wanted to do for the more like sexier kind of type of look. So in this video, I'm going to teach you guys step by step on from my skin to brows all the way into the wig application. It's extremely easy. I also did do this lip. This is the dripping lip from Pat McGrath. So I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. And without further ado, let's get started on the video. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to start off with doing my skincare. I'm going to go in with the Pixi Glow Tonic toner. So I'm going to add a little bit onto a cotton little pad. So it gently exfoliates all the dead skin cells and really helps just to brighten your skin back up. Make sure to rub it really good around the nose and chin area. Those are areas that tend to get drier sometimes, so the makeup will look patchy. Next, I'm going to go in with the Caudalie Resveratrol. Next, I'm going to go in with the Caudalie Resveratrol Lift Moisturizer. It has a built-in, like a mattifying, blurring, like soft focus kind of powder in it. So it really makes your skin look really, really velvety. It just makes, like, it just helps to smooth out the texture of the skin. So now I'm going to top off my skin and apply a little bit of the Farsali Rose Gold elixir. This is something that I've been using for a long time and it's just a nice oil. I always mix it with my makeup or with my brushes. I actually like applying it over the moisturizer. This has 24 karat gold inside of this. It has a lot of amazing oils. It has rose hip, vitamin E. They all in the long term just make your skin just look radiant and really, really helps to condition and hydrate the skin. So I'm going to hold off on applying any primer or eye cream right now because I'm not in those steps yet. I really want my skin to absorb what I just applied in it. So I'm going to go now directly into my brows, eye makeup, and then work my way back to my skin a little later. So I'm going to go in with Benefit's Kabrow Brow Cream in the shade 5. So I'm going to go in with the Morphe R44 angled brush. It's a little different from the one I use. It's going for a more intense brow. I'm not trying to really define my brows like how I usually do. This is going to be just more of like a block brow. Is what you call an Instagram brow. So I'm going to start right where my hair begins to not be there. I'm going to go right there. Sketch that Kabrow product in there. I'm going to actually go straight. Instead of bringing my brow down, I want to go more on this straight kind of finish. I'm just going to now move my way forward towards the front and then just lightly fill it in. Keep on working it. As you guys can see, I apply the color on and then I create like a line and then just kind of continue to drag it on. Get the back of the spoolie and then just really blend everything together. This kind of just helps you out so that you don't have too much product sitting in one area. Blends it nicely out for you. Now I'm going to take in Kevyn Aucoin's Skin Essential in the shade SX02 with the flat Morphe brush to clean up my brow. Sketch my way out and I'm going to go out and I'm covering up pretty much the hair with the concealer. I'm going to take in the Smith 256 flat blending brush and just going to blend this out. So as you guys can see, I already did one eye and I had to do a practice run because I was not liking the first shadow that I used. So I'm going to start off going in with the MAC Soft Ocher Paint Pot, the 230 straight brush from Makeup Forever. I'm going to pretty much just apply this all over my lid, bringing it all the way to the inner part of the eye because I am taking a lot of makeup in that way. Going in now with the Jouer Essentials Matte and Shimmer Palette. I'm going to be taking in the color Sepia, which is this burnt orange kind of color, with the Sigma E15 brush. And this is just a very, very flat brush. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the color, dust some of it off, and I'm going to apply this pretty much right in the middle of the eye. And then I'm going to pull my eye out just a little bit and drag the color a little forward, out, and then lightly twirl up, pull it out just like that. And again, I'm just going to redefine again with the same color, same brush, and then again going to go as far out as where the brow ends. I'm just going to now go towards the front. So now there's already product in my eye. I'm just going to grab a blending brush and I'm going to go right directly where I applied that color. I'm going to go in circular back and forth motion. Pull my just a little bit and just really blend that in. I want that harsh line to just kind of soften up a little bit, kind of buff that line out going up. And then just working everything above the brow bone, which is normally what I don't do. I'm going to go back in with the Makeup Forever 230 straight brush and my Soft Ocher paint pot. Go directly on the part that where I'm going to apply the shadow. Oh, this is going to clean up that line. I'm going to grab again the tip and just apply a light amount of pressure and sketch it out. So for my lid color, I'm going to be using a limited edition color from the Dose of Colors Hidden Treasure palette. I'm taking just a flat concealer brush and I'm applying a little bit of the color on there first. I'm going to spray the brush with Fix Plus directly in the middle of the eye. Pretty much just applying it everywhere that I reapplied the base at. Oh, I live for this color. It's so pretty. Now for the fun part, I'm going to be doing the eyeliner. To be honest with you guys, you can go as far as you want when it comes to this liner for this kind of a look. I feel like if it's too soft, it's not going to give you the real Cleopatra look, but I love the way it looked. I'm going to be using the Inglot 77 gel liner. This is one of the eyeliners I've used in previous videos and it just works so perfect for any, it doesn't change the finish or product payoff on the color. So for this, I'm using the MAC 208 brush. It is completely different from what I normally use. If you guys have seen my previous videos, I do use the 210, which is more like a hair strand. It's not angled. It allows you to make your own wing. However, because I want this a little more structured, a little more clean, a little more defined, I am going to use this brush for that reason. So I'm just going to go pretty much at the very corner of my eye, just like that, and just pull it all the way out. All the way out, keep going. There you go. So once you get that line, you're pretty much in the clear. I feel like you've guided yourself perfectly and it's just all about now moving in forward. So with the same brush, just adding a little bit to the arch. Just think of it almost like if you're winging this, it's like your wing liner. It's going to go and apply it to the outer part of the eye. And just kind of keep on going out. Don't be afraid. This is like the ultimate wing. All right, once you get to about right there, instead of connecting it, you're gonna go now in this way. So now I'm gonna take the brush and go up. You're kind of just creating that illusion. From there, I'm going to fill in this area and just work my way back in with the liner that I've applied on the brush. Don't worry about the tail, don't worry about any of that because it's super easy to clean up with the wipe or with concealer. So just worry about perfecting the inner part of the eye. And then right when you get right there, you just kind of want to stop. You're not going to take that all the way in. The liner shouldn't go all the way in or it'll make the shadow a little too dark, which is kind of what you want to avoid. You can, however, grab the brush and just kind of put pressure on it. So now with the small Morphe G12 brush, I'm going to grab a little bit of the color Licorice. So now with the color Licorice from the Jouer palette and the G12 brush from Morphe, I'm going to grab that color Licorice and apply a little bit onto that. And this is a very small defining brush. And then just kind of keep patting your way in. I'm patting it directly over the gold and a little bit over the liner that I previously had on there. And then from there, you can just continue to now add the rest of the liner. And I'm just going to give it a slight bit of action towards the front. You want to make sure you get it all the way to the inner part of the eye, because this is a very, very important role to have liner there. If you have it bare, it will not give you that pulled out illusion. I'm going to now take the Neutrogena makeup wipes. I'm going to grab one and clean up the edge of the liner. It's looking a little droopy. So that's the beauty of wipes and liner. You can just mess up and fake it and just really clean it up and make it look like it never happened. So while my liner is drying, I'm going to go now in with the Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy Glitter. This is absolutely one of my favorite glitters. I do wear it quite often and it looks so pretty on top of any gold or shimmer shadow that you have. Any kind of look you just want to spice it up, it's perfect. And for this look, I was like, I need some glitter in it. So I'm going to go now directly over the shadow that I applied. Having that like gold color underneath really gives it like dimension, because if you don't have that underneath, I feel like it won't look as intense. I'm going to top off my lashes with the new L'Oreal Voluminous Feline Mascara. This is part of like their, I feel it's part of like this October collection. Has a really awesome wand on here. It's gonna give you just a perfect amount of mascara. I'm gonna pop on these lashes really quick. These are the Islay from Makeup Shayla and Flutter Lash collaboration. I put on one and I felt like it wasn't enough, so I popped on a double and it looked so pretty together. Just creates like a really nice flare at the end. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light Medium. Of course, you guys know this is one of my favorite concealers. I'm just going to apply just a tad on first. I'm going to do things a little differently today than how I normally do. Do the concealer first. I'm going to finish off my eyes. And taking in the Beauty Blender. It's semi-damp. It's not too damp, just a slight bit. So I'm not going to set my under eyes yet or do anything like that yet. I'm just going to finish off my under eyes and then later on do all the setting. Going back in with the Sigma E15 brush and the color, again, Sienna and Dark Chocolate from my Jouer palette. I'm just going to lightly just guide myself. I have to do this. If I go in with liner right away, it just never comes out nice. I feel like it doesn't look as nice. So I'm just going to create that line first and then work my way over that. Going in again with the MAC 208 brush, I'm going to now line the bottom lash line. And apply this to my waterline. It feels so weird. I'm like so anxious to put my wig on right now because I already know once that wig goes on, it's about to change. So now I'm going to go ahead and add a little pop of color with some, honestly, pop of color. No, really, this is called Pop of Color. In the color Aqua Allure. And I love them because they have a little bit of like a pearlescent in it. So it's really nice if you want like, obviously that like look, but you can see there's like a little bit of like a metallic in it. So I'm going to do this to line underneath. I'm just going to, and then just lightly cleaning up that blue. I'm going to finish off my bottom lashes with the Voluminous Feline mascara again. I'm going to be using Urban Decay's All Nighter Waterproof Foundation. This is some amazing foundation. Oh my god, I need the coverage so bad today. It's crazy. I'm using this Tarte Kabuki brush. I'm telling you guys, I'm loving Kabuki brushes for foundation lately. Just going to go in circular motion and just really make sure that I'm buffing and patting in the foundation as much as possible. I'm going to brighten up with the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Custard. I used to use this concealer and I still do occasionally. I really love Shape Tape though. It's kind of changed my life, but I decided I wanted to play up something new for you guys. Just so you guys can know that you can still get the same coverage, same finish with different products. Now with the Beauty Blender, I'm just going to just pat it all in. You guys kind of know the drill with how these Beauty Blenders work. Just want to pat, make sure that you really push it on the area you want the coverage in. So I'm going to set and contour with a little bit of the Becca multitasking powders. I'm going to be using the color Fair to set and the color Tan to give me a little more of a tan. And I'm just going to go in with this Morphe 527 blending brush. It's just really going to set my makeup for me, make sure everything's in place. I'm going to gauge it right now. And then with the color Tan, I'm going to go with the Smith 115 brush and just kind of add it to the outer parts of my face, especially with the wig going on. It's going to definitely make me a lot lighter. And then now with that same fluffy brush, I'm going to grab the same color Tan and I'm going to just kind of add it all over to give me like an all over golden glow. I'm going to add the Artist Couture Coco Bling onto literally my face. I'm going to also use this Morphe R36 brush. It's just a small, kind of like, what is it, a small detailing brush. So I'm going to grab a little bit of that, boop, right there on the tip. Adding Fix Plus just really helps to gather all those particles together. Oh, these Artist Couture colors are amazing. The creator of this, Angel, aka Mac Daddy, he did such a good job at this because his skin was always so luminous, and then when he came out with this, I was like, I'm gonna have what he has now, and that's what we have. He has like the most gorgeous skin and makeup ever. So dude, this is so crazy. Does it look good, babe? And then of course adding a little bit to the chin, always just kind of emphasizes that chin a little bit. You guys need this. Coco Bling Artist Couture, amazing. So we are on to the last and final step of the makeup, which is going to be the lips. And this is my favorite part because this color and this combo is to die for. Everyone's been asking for, you know, months, like, you know, a lot of people do the drippy gold lip, and this is actually the product. So this is actually from Pat McGrath's Gold Metallic pigment, but when I met her and she showed me the product, she kind of taught me the trick on how exactly to get that effect of the drippy lips. I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. So I'm going to get a wipe and I'm going to clean off my lip first, just making sure my lips are clean and free of product or foundation. So I'm first going to go in with the color Dirty Talk from ColourPop, and I'm going to just outline my lips, and I'm going to go in with the color Penny Talk. Penny Talk from, what is this, OCC Makeup. So now I'm taking an OTC's Penny Royal and just kind of outlining my lip, getting myself a nice fuller pout. So on a palette or the back of your hand, you can do this. I'm going to apply the Pat McGrath Clear Vinyl Gloss onto this palette. I'm going to squeeze a pretty good amount on. From there, I am grabbing the metallic gold pigment and directly applying that pretty much next to it. And one thing Pat McGrath taught me about this was you're not supposed to mix it together. You're actually supposed to blow it on there. By blowing it, it's just going to create that like very metallic gold look. So I'm just going to go ahead and... Oh, look how pretty that already looks right there. But you see how it creates that... See that? Oh, sick. So it's just going to create that illusion. So now I'm going to go ahead and grab this. You can see it looks literally... It looks like paint literally dripping off of there. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up with my brush. And just apply it all over. So this is my homegirl right here. She's wearing the wig that I'm going to be doing. I got this wig in downtown LA for about maybe like 40 bucks. We're going to adjust that onto my head. Everything I got was in downtown because it was just last minute, needed it really quick. So it's a pretty easy wig to apply on. You can wear a like a wig cap if you want, but I didn't have one. So I'm going to just put it on. And what I like about this is that it actually has like a little clip in there, so it kind of clamps onto right here. Same thing with the sides and the back. And then there is a little like area you can attach it if you really want to hold it on. Since it's just going to be for a video, I don't need to do all that. I'm just going to put it on real quick and go. So give me 1 second. Wait. This is the final look, guys, for this Cleopatra Halloween makeup. I had a lot of fun making this. I actually wouldn't mind wearing this makeup out and about. It's always fun getting dressed up, so I had a really, really good time doing this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time.